Hey, welcome back to How We Roll podcast. This is episode 3 of our Curse of Strahd Death House playthrough, and it's going really well so far. So it's a slightly modified story. The party were invited to the Death House as part of an extravagant birthday party. However, when they arrived, it seems the hosts had never heard to them, and despite their arguing about who they'd both differently meant to invite, none of the characters were on the list, as it were. The hosts have had a huge argument and disappeared off upstairs, and the characters began to explore the house. They saw a strange vision of rotting corpses, including Ulrich, the dwarven paladin's brother, as one of the corpses. As they were about to investigate, they heard a scream from upstairs, and one of the other guests was thrown over the banister by an animated suit of armor. The players destroyed the armor, although as they did, Sulvarik, the Dragonborn Paladin, took heavy damage, and we join them just as battle ends, and they've noticed that each piece of the destroyed armor is engraved with a strange symbol. Before we start, let's say who we are. So, Owen, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Saf Torngage, the Halfling Rogue.
And Dave?
I'm playing Ulrich, the Noble Paladin Dwarf.
Aaron?
I am playing Silvarax, the Dragonborn Paladin.
And Niall?
I am playing Voron, the High Elf Wizard.
So the last thing that's happened is the armor scattered down the stairs and sort of lands amongst you, and we're dropping out of initiative. Before you have time to investigate it, the lady... hang on, where am I?
Lady Mona.
Lady Mona Beck marches downstairs and goes, "This is it. I've had it. He can keep his damn money. I'm leaving." And she tries to push past you and head out the door.
Before you leave, lady, is there anything you can do to heal our friend?
What type of person do you think I am? No, of course not. And she begins to run across the room.
Wait. Sorry, go on.
Well, she was useless.
Whatever happened to her friend Billy the Tent?
Billy the Tent.
Before
in the
we
room
worry
by
about
himself,
other people, I'll sort of turn
Here,
to Silvax. How badly are you hurt, friend?
It's the Marquis William. I'd prefer, please. William Beneficia. And well done, by the way. And he sort of slowly claps his hands. Well done. You destroyed a suit of armor. Congratulations. And for your next act?
Back to the entrees, stuffing my mouth. Look, Billy, I thought we were friends. I thought we could, get past this official William stuff.
Can I cast Prestidigitation just next to his head, making a really loud noise to scare him?
Prestidigitation.
Go for it.
Yeah. Make like
Bloody hell.
Just... and I go over and pick up a piece of the armor and investigate the glowing rune inside of it.
Okay, can you give me an Arcana check?
I sure can. 13.
You're not entirely sure of the nature of the spell, though you can presume that it's what's animated this armor. However, it is a very modern spell. Like, this is something that's been engraved within the last 2 weeks, and judging by the hallmark, it was made in Waterdeep within the last 2 weeks.
When you say
What, the
modern,
armor?
you mean recent, don't you?
I mean
you don't
recent.
You don't mean like young whippersnapper wizards and
Well-
their fancy new spells.
Do you mean the armor's new, not the spell that was used?
So the whole thing. So the armor itself is modern. The spell is recent.
Okay.
So if you think there's sort of fashions in armor, so
Sure.
it doesn't fit the tone of the house at all. So something odd's going on here.
Guys, this is strange. This magic, the armor, it's all modern. It's nothing old like the stories of this house. This is strange. Like, just drop the helmet, let it clatter on the ground.
From the behavior of our guests, I would guess this is not the first time they have done this kind of thing.
You would
It's
guess
okay.
right that Vincent Archon, High Mage, and he sort of does like speech marks around the name, as he likes to call himself, who's famous for these parties.
Can you tell us more?
Well, I've never been to one, but people talk. He likes to scare his guests and put on a big show. Murder mysteries, as it were.
Murder mysteries. Was anyone ever arrested or, murdered?
No, he likes to put on a big show. People talk about them in two ways. Some say they're brilliant masterpieces. They're usually the winners, and the people that leave screaming. And he sort of nods towards the door which is sort of closing
Mona.
behind Mona. Speak less favorably. To my knowledge, though, no one's ever been killed.
How
Can you tell
badly?
me more?
How evidently and how badly is Solvarex hurt?
So he has 7 hit points out of 21, so pretty badly. He's bloodied.
He
if we
has
were
7
playing-
hit points left.
He
It
has
does
chicken
not.
legs now. His knees go the wrong way.
It's just a flesh wound.
This blood is not a
I
joke.
kind of.
Just
I
while
kind
we're
of
Can I
Go
go
on.
over to the
start
Go on, Aaron. What are you
licking my
saying?
hand.
This has got
Kind
the
of start
shit points.
licking my hand, some of the blood off of it.
just
Kind
like
of start.
like a cat.
Well, no, sort of like that.
Oh, God.
To the audio listeners only, that's going to sound horrific. No, like this. They can imagine what you acted out. They're just going to freak out.
I'm just gonna sort of lay my hand on, well, as close to Solvarex's shoulder as I can reach, and cast Cure Wounds.
So my thigh then.
Your inner thigh.
It'll only take a second.
How much does he regain from cure wounds?
1d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier, so that'll be 3, I think, plus. Oh shit, that was a crap roll. So,
Save.
4 hit points. Whoop-de-doo.
Woohoo!
Godspeed.
Okay.
Can I investigate the drinks cabinet to see if there's anything useful in there outside of just alcohol?
That's useful.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a perception check.
I rejected the characterization of there are things more useful than alcohol.
Yeah.
The implication. Oops, sorry.
Rolled a 10.
Okay. See, the drinks cabinet is filled with alcohol. The obvious things, sort of wine, various spirits, lots of very expensive and rare spirits, including dwarven brandy. Which is famous because you can drink it and be as drunk as you want, then immediately choose not to be drunk, which is pretty cool. But what catches your eye is that the wall is covered in these sort of motifs that look like a sort of a hunt scene, sort of trees and people going through the forest. But now that you've kind of knelt closer to examine the drinks cabinet, you see that the hunt scene itself is much more macabre. All the people within the forest are basically screaming. They're not hunting, they're being chased. And what looks like they're chasing them is the trees themselves, which seem to be coming alive with limbs looking more like bone. And it's pretty unpleasant and pretty disturbing to see, actually. And it covers the entire wall.
I kind of get the chills from it, but I also grab like the cheaper spirits that I see. I grab like maybe 2 bottles and secret them away in my cloak and close it up.
Okay.
As a wizard with not great sleight of hand, just click, 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 click.
As I'm running along, my cloak
More like
is
a
just
shaking
bang, bang,
scene.
bang, bang. I'm like a walking chandelier whenever I move. Like
Niall, is
Roll.
is Voror's comportment sort of high elvy, or are you a bit sort of awkward and bookish?
was awkward and bookish, but have kind of went out the road to adventure and learn new things. So he's kind of like he's a bit socially awkward. He doesn't really.
But you're not like just asking because the way you're sort of carrying him. At first, when he said high elf, I had sort of Galadriel in my head, and you're playing it
He's
more.
kind of like
Okay.
he's just
More
kind of like
Gandalf.
yeah, more Gandalf. Like he's kind of go around. He's not very up on himself. He doesn't like noble humans like fucking Murky Tent man.
Billy Ted.
William Markey or Markey William or whatever his name is. But outside of that, he's kind of just
Okay.
if there's something, he's easygoing.
Okay.
So look, Billy, you seem to know a lot about this Archon chap, like Vincent Archon. Is he a friend of yours? I mean, is he well known? I mean, I've heard about him. I know there is Vincent Archon, but you seem to know an awful lot about his parties, how often he has them. As he's speaking, can I possibly, I don't know if the correct term is it insight, maybe to sense motive to see is he
Yeah.
being eluding me?
Yeah, so sense motive is it would be insight in this system. So he sort of goes, well, I've never really met him before. He's just pretty infamous in the area. It's pretty well known that him and his wife are not getting on. Various affairs have been spoken of. Her, not him. I don't know if you believe the rumors. Then he would like to get rid of her. If you know what I mean. He sort of gives you a wink.
I see. So basically, for I suppose my character motivation more than anything else, like I thought he might be a patsy for this Vincent dude because he seemed awful calm with the whole freaking out party and the armor, and I rolled a 6 versus 20, so I seem to buy it hook, line, and sinker. He seems like a genuine nice guy.
Yeah, he doesn't come across like a patsy for Vincent at all.
He's my mate Billy Tents, and we're gonna be besties.
Can you not call me Billy Tench, please?
Bill Tents. We can be more formal if you want.
Yes, well, and he sort of strolls over to the drinks cabinet. I'm quite interested to know a bit more about this house. I might go in for a little look. And he sort of strolls up halfway up the stairs. He sort of looks down at the armor and sort of strolls back down and goes, maybe not.
Just to describe to all your listeners, there's 3 suits of armor lining the hall at the top of the stairs. Left.
I asked him, was there anything of interest in the room that he was just in?
Not really. It's kind of a rather expensive drawing room. Wolves, cupboards, chairs, nice roaring fire. Pretty nice.
I kind of look over at the dwarf, Ulrich and Silvarix. I'm like, guys, we've already had a suit of armor come to life. Would you mind going in and dismantling the wolves?
As I'm not feeling particularly well disposed to our host, I do not see a problem with this. And I'll sort of
just to briefly interrupt, Silvarix, do you want to heal yourself at all? Because you have the lay on hands spell or ability.
I was gonna save it.
Because you're kind of 11 out of 21 right now.
Yeah.
So
I suppose I could.
You have 10 lay on hands, don't you?
Yeah, so lay on hands is your paladin level, which is 2 times 5, so you've got 10 that you can use.
Yeah. So that. Yeah. Out of that pool. Yeah, I guess I could restore like 5.
Okay, so you're back up to 16. You've got 5 left. Okay, so the others, you make it into the southern room, which is the Den of Wolves. This oak-paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs draped in animal furs face the hearth with an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine, 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabra. A chandelier hangs above the cloth-covered table, surrounded by 4 chairs. There's a couple of cabinets. When you sort of go over to shake them, they're kind of locked.
I sort of wander from wolf to wolf, just smashing them with my hammer as I go. Smack.
Yeah,
Smack.
they take a couple of hits, but they break apart, spreading dust in all directions, creating a bit of a smell, and they sort of collapse the ground. They don't appear to come to life.
Well, so
Zaf, would you want to try to open up these cupboards?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna go over and just pull
Sorry,
them.
Dave, if people move around, you need to move the camera around too.
I am doing.
Oh, sorry, because it's defined. Okay, so the cupboards are locked. If you want to give me a sleight of hand to see if you can unlock them.
And okay, I was gonna stroll up and just like try to pull it open. I look at him like he's dumb, and just and then I find out it's locked. I assume, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. What the heck?
There's two
Plus.
cabinets. One to the north and one to the west.
I will take the one to the west, and I crit roll it. 25.
Yes. It basically you open it in seconds, and inside you see that it holds a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each weapon.
Mm.
Wellichy.
They're both they're all three are of quite archaic design.
I pick up the largest one and fall over and go. Maybe someone else should take it.
Assuming it has a strap, I'll walk over and pick up the war crossbow and sort of sling it over my back and hang the bolts at my belt.
Do you want the light crossbow, Solvarix?
I would like to light crossbows. I
would have expected you to take the.
Then one of the others. And he kind of like passes it off to someone else.
There's a hand crossbow, a light crossbow, and a heavy crossbow. Yeah.
Sorry, hand crossbows one I want. Sorry, the smallest one.
Then I'll
Two
pick
legs,
up.
yes.
I'll take the light crossbow, if that ain't a problem.
The other cupboard, is it like got a padlock on the outside, or is it like a little lock?
It's the same as the other one, so a little lock.
Little lock. I'll just. I can open locked doors too. So then I hit it with my hammer.
Please fail this roll.
Okay, give me a strength athletics check, please.
Oh, 12.
That's good enough. Okay.
Ah.
You crash it open, and it held a small box, which is basically you've knocked out, and it sprays playing cards everywhere, an assortment of wine glasses, all of which are now broken.
That's it.
That's it.
This is considerably less interesting. I sort of turn around and address the room. Gentlemen, it seems to me we have two options. One, we explore the house and attempt to survive all of the good Archon's traps and creatures, or we barricade ourselves in a small defensible room till the dawn.
I kind of look around and I wouldn't mind having a look around myself. And kind of like eager to kind of break more things.
My guy's Voron's curiosity is the better of him, and he's like, I'd like to investigate. I'd like to find out what's going on around here.
I have an interest in antiques and artifacts. I would like to view some.
Are you also a
As he wiggles
collector?
his fingers.
Oh, I collect. All right, I collect.
I give you a pretty like not very what's the bloody word?
Skeptical.
Like I look at you, is it well not skeptical, but you
Distrusting,
like
yeah.
distrusting eye maybe, yeah, we'll use that word for a use of a better word right now.
Okay, so where do you guys want to explore? Do you want to carry up? Do you want to further explore downstairs, or head up to the first and second floors?
There was only one door left downstairs, was there not? That we had not looked at. This one here.
Are there doors off this
yeah,
room
so there's-
we're in
no,
now?
No. So
Okay.
the hunter's den, as it's called, the wolves' den or the den of wolves, is has some windows looking out, but no, nothing else.
Oh, there's two doors that we haven't gone through.
Okay.
I mean, a quick peek in will reveal.
Yeah,
the,
I used Mage Hand to open it.
Okay, so the first one is a small sort of cloak room. What's unusual is the everything inside really stinks of smoke, and there's a few sort of archaic looking cloaks and top hats. So some sort of very odd fashions. Yeah.
So Varix takes a top hat. And puts
I
it
am
on.
100% taking a top hat. I am 100% taking a top hat. I'm gonna look like a tubby Oliver the Twist.
Okay, so the door to the right of the
God,
dining room that you went into is like a kitchen and pantry. So dishware, cookware, utensils, all neatly placed on shelves.
That one
There's a
here.
work table, a cutting board, rolling pin, a stone dome-shaped oven stands near the east wall, and its bent iron stovepipe connected to a hole in the ceiling.
Okay.
There's another door leading through to presumably a pantry.
Okay, I'll just be following along, sort of, leading-ish with my shield up.
What is interesting in this room is in this sort of a southeasterly corner, there's a small door in the wall which reveals itself to be a dumbwaiter. So like a little lift for food going straight up. In fact,
Saf, come here.
when you look at it, it's not so little. Like this is big enough to hold a human reasonably comfortably.
Is it open?
I'm gonna travel like humans do.
Would you like a
was
trip in the elevator?
Yeah, fuck it, I go. No, no, I don't.
Sort of chivying him towards it. And he's like, no, 1 second, that.
I mean,
Pull the
look-
rope. If you want to come back up, pull the rope once for yes and twice for no.
I don't know. Once for no,
No,
and
once for no, twice
29,
for yes.
29 times for yes.
In that case, since he's not going to go up the dumbwaiter, I just sort of nod at Borer for him to mage hand the next door as well.
Yeah. And well,
It's just
Jenna-
another entrance into the dining room. So.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the one at the back. So that's our pantry.
Pantry.
Anything good in there? Anything tasty?
No, in fact, it seems that most of the food that's been bought for the party is already been placed out in the main hall. Everything else is looking very old. Like there's like an old sort of box that might have had bread. There's this big tub of what might have had flour. When you investigate, it's either empty or very, very old.
Okay. Does this kitchen look like it's been cooked in recently? Like, does the food
No.
that we ate, so it came from somewhere else?
Absolutely not.
Guys,
So-
It's not very clean or.
It's just doesn't look like it's been used recently. You know, there's a thin layer of dust over everything.
So pretty
guys,
much
maybe we should advance. Sorry, go on.
every room we've been in does not show signs of current habitation,
Use.
essentially, except for
Exactly.
the main eating hall where it was obviously put on especially for this shindig. Okay.
I would assume.
Yeah,
that
but we've gathered that
Vincent
Derek doesn't
rented
use
the
that.
house off of Derek. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why Derek got paid, because Vincent
Yeah.
rented the house off of him or paid for the use of the house.
So
So
look,
we've just
guys.
come into Derek's house and smashed up all the wolves.
I have an idea, guys. Look, let's explore the house. We've seen all the rooms downstairs. We need to get by probably 3 crazy suits of armor. I kind of have an idea. I'm assuming we're all in the hall at this point, and I pick up the
What-
helmet and prop it on my head, and then proceed to climb the
Just-
door.
Before you go, the Marquis looking at you. Where is Derek? I don't remember seeing him anywhere. Where's he gone?
As far as I know, he ran off when he got paid by Vincent.
I don't remember him getting paid. I remember the conversation, but it never happened. Where the hell is he?
Gonna wander out into this room and just kind of look out the front door, or at least attempt to.
Okay, so you look out the front door, and although it's only like 10 o'clock now. No, that's where the stained glass window is. You were
That's the
right in the
fireplace,
first place. So when you look out the front door, there's no sign of Derek or of Mona, but there is a thin layer of mist on the floor, which is very odd for this time of year. But no, there's no sign of him outside.
We can make an 80s music video if we do this right.
Down, 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 down.
Stop it now.
Oh man, I should definitely get a whistle.
Yeah, I can just see it.
Slide whistle.
Well, if should we go upstairs? Should we see? And he sort of looks again at the armor and says, maybe not, because as I think was said earlier, is there are 3 more suits of armor upstairs.
Mhm.
No, no. My point was, I was going to
Yeah,
suggest we could
Steph has an
possibly
idea.
disguise ourselves and get through this. And I put the helmet on my head and climbed on the back of the dwarf. I mean, if you're okay with this, what was your name again? You several.
Ulrich.
Ulrich.
And no.
I mean, you can. I gotta jump. I gotta jump off his back. You can try climbing on my back. Please try. 'Cause you're just gonna squash me like a bug.
No. I just sort of look at you with this utter disdain.
Billy,
I,
we're friends, right, buddy?
I again pull my shield off, draw my sword, and start walking up the stairs.
There's a man with a plan.
Okay.
I'll stick with him as well.
Okay, so the upper hall, it's lit by a number of oil lamps mounted on the walls. It's an elegant hall. There's a mantelpiece with a huge wooden frame portrait of a strange family, a man and woman, two small children, um, all looking very austere and not very happy. Particularly the mother is looking at her husband with some sort of scorn. There are three suits of armor flanking the two doors, or two sets of double doors, some in the north, some in the south. The stairs also continue upwards to the next floor.
Where are we now on the map? Because I
Uh,
can't see it.
You're just
if
on
you
the
could-
next floor over here.
Hang on, I've got to zoom out to see that.
There you go.
Which suit of armor is missing?
Um,
The immediate one in front of us?
That one, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
It seems as though the woman got too close to it, and it seemed to spring to life.
Can I take the crossbar and shoot the suit of armor on, I guess, the north wall, trying to do
So the furthest away from you.
thing. Yes.
Okay, give me a attack roll. So using your dex rather than your strength with the crossbow.
Scheiße.
Can I just say that I kept one of those guns as well?
Sure.
I roll a 5.
Okay, so the crossbow bolt flies across the room and digs itself in the wall opposite next to the fireplace.
Would anyone else like this? It seems I am a shit shot.
Can I make a suggestion? I mean, maybe if we don't go too close, we could maybe go up to the next staircase.
Oh, there's another staircase.
We could
Sure.
just carry on
Leave
up,
it-
as it were.
Leave
Is
it to
this-
me.
Is that a door right there?
I'll take it out.
It is. So there's a door literally at the top of the stairs, just as you've come up, just on your right. Just sort of, you go to rattle it, and it's locked.
Little man, open the door.
I thought you could open doors.
It's sort of like,
Thieves' tools out. I might
I'm-
be lagging out. Can you still hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm kind of standing there on guard, just looking at the other suits of armors, just in case.
Okay. Back.
He is lagging a bit.
He is lagging a bit.
Just a little bit.
Assuming we haven't completely lost him now.
I hit roll dice. Start rolling dice. There we go. I crit failed. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so he sort of bends down, or probably stands up on tiptoe, in fact, and plays around with the lock, but he
Nope.
doesn't seem to be able to
You
open
shouldn't
it.
have. I hit roll dice. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear him.
This is fun.
Um,
No. As he crit fails.
Griffith,
There you go.
There we go.
He's back, I think.
can
Owen, can you hear us?
we just stick around and have another
Yeah, I
go?
can hear you the whole way through.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, Dave. What do you say?
Can
So I'll roll
What
for
do-
lockpick, yeah?
Roll for lockpick. Yeah. Let's get this door open.
So I have a +5 to sleight of hand, and I roll a crit fail 1.
Okay. So with a crit fail, I'm going to say that you can choose either your lockpick's broken or the lock's been damaged.
Damaged lock.
I would definitely say damage lock.
Okay, so you've somehow basically played around with the pins or however the tumblers inside the lock, and you don't feel you can get this open now. This door is locked.
Now it is my
Just a
turn to
second.
open the door. I roll a 16
Strength athletics. Oh no, you're actually hitting it.
and for 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, your warhammer flies through the door, revealing a small servants' quarters, a couple of single beds, each with a footlocker at their base. Both the footlockers are open, sort of revealing their emptiness.
Right. Okay, are there any other doors on this landing?
Yeah, so
there's two more double doors.
Double doors to the north and double doors to the south. The double doors to the north is guarded by one set of armor, which is on the far side of the doors. The double doors to the south is flanked by two sets of armor.
Instead of like using a crossbow to shoot it, can I use like mage hands to like knock on the helmet of the armor?
Yes. So
Dong,
which
dong,
armor are you?
dong.
But I'm gonna like move back a bit first. It's like the armor next to the north door, the one by
And I
itself.
think-
I don't want to trigger two of them. I just like go over and like thunk 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 with the mage
Okay.
hand.
Okay, and what's everyone else doing as he starts casting the spell?
I guess Silverax and I. Are you telling any of us that you're doing
I let
this?
them
Is it
know. I
really-
was like, guys, watch the armor, watch
You
the
wouldn't
armor.
pull
And
his
like,
leg out.
yeah, I should do that. Yeah, I'm trying to like, I'm knocking on the helmet, but I'm trying to like knock it off the like actual suit of armor too.
Okay, so
So-
there's like a really hollow ringing sound. And as the noise dies away, the like head of the armor turns
Oh shit!
and it takes a step towards you guys.
Initiative.
Initiative, please. In fact, do you want to just use the same? No, let's roll for initiative again. So can you roll for
roll.
initiative for me?
I rolled a
What was it?
7.
D20 was it?
Oh, 21.
D20 plus your dex.
I rolled a
Oh,
19.
I rolled 20.
Whoa! Look at these fucking rolls we're getting. What's going on?
7.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
And I rolled
Yeah.
a 1. So top of the round, Voron, you're first.
My very first action is to cast grease underneath that statue.
Okay, so can you read out the description?
Yeah, I'll just put it up there on the chat. Grease is here. So it's a slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot squared centered on its point. So basically, it's going to be that, and the two below it.
Okay, so the
Whenever the he moves, he has to do a dexterity saving throw. If he fails, he falls prone.
And
Brilliant,
it's difficult
so-
terrain, so he moves at half speed.
so currently he's basically on his pedestal, so the whole ground around him immediately goes slick. Do you want to make a movement?
I'm fine where I am.
Okay, Sulvarex.
So he hasn't slipped over or done anything yet. It's just become incredibly slippy.
It has.
How far away are we talking here? Like, what's the distance of this
It's about-
slippiness?
It's about he's about 10 foot. The slippiness is in all around the statue.
But you're 5 foot from the grease.
The slippiness is
So it's a 5-foot radius away from
5
him.
feet from you.
So
that
five
right
feet.
there is slippiness.
There we go.
Right. So I guess I walk to the edge of where this slippiness is, and I kind of like. Can I swing at him from this sort of distance?
No, not yet, I'm afraid.
All right. Well, I just stand directly in front of him and behind my allies, and kind of bring my shield up and like roar at him menacingly.
Okay.
Can you hold an action?
Hang on.
Yeah, I think you can. You can move and hold an action.
I think you
So,
can, but like I said,
The
I
way
got-
that holding action works is you can basically move your entire go to the end of to another initiative. So that changes your initiative.
Yeah.
But I think you can also hold an action, like you can say, like when this happens, this happens.
All right.
so, like,
Well,
when
if
it
he
moves
walks
towards-
forward, I'm going to swing at him then.
Well, just give me a moment. I'll check. Let's make sure I get the rules right.
He moves, I'll knock his fucking block.
So you can ready an action. So first you decide what perceivable circumstance will trigger your reaction. Then you choose an action you're taking in response to the trigger. So that makes sense. So you could say when it moves in range, you hit it. So you can do that.
Yeah.
So you ready an action. So Ulrich.
Then I will do the same. I'll move up right next to Silverax, and I will prepare to smash this thing's helmet in.
Okay. So as you move to sort of middle of the room, the two sets of armor on the southern side of the room begin to like creak and step towards you. Okay.
Scheiße!
Saf.
I'm going to. So they've basically moved up to like halfway in front of the door. Like they're kind of just
They've not
past
really
the middle
moved
of the
yet.
door, waiting for this guy to approach on them.
They've not really moved yet because it's not their initiative. So they've just started to move. So like their heads turn, their arms are beginning to creak
No,
up.
no. My allies, Silvax and Rorik,
Yes.
just move forward
Yeah.
slightly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall in behind them, which because of my size and the fact I'm a rogue, the fact I'm a halfling, I'm hidden behind them,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start trying to open the door lock behind them.
Okay. So the door to the north is not actually locked. So as soon as you put your hand on it and push down, it opens up.
Well, I'm gonna walk in. Fuck it. Bye.
Okay.
Inside are 12 angry tigers.
And an elephant.
Strahd is there.
But most terrifyingly at all, one very pissed off badger.
As far as you guys know, I'm a bard. I play panpipes, and I'm real scared. Like.
Okay. So the first suit of armor, the one that had its head knocked, basically steps off its pedestal and moves towards Silvarix and Ulrich. You both immediately get your reaction. In fact, first it makes a dexterity save to see if it can stay standing.
It does.
It does. Rolls an 18, so it manages, despite the grease on the floor, it stays standing. So Silvarix, your attack first.
Right, so I bring down my sword in a vertical slicing motion upon it, and I roll 14
14 is good enough.
with damage of 11.
Very nice. Okay, I'm going to say that's enough to shear one of its arms off it. Okay, from behind you, you hear a creaking sound as the first suit of armor, the one by the stairs, takes its first step and marches towards you. It's going to take its attacks on Ulrich.
I was going to say I had an attack against the suit of armor too.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Let's do that first.
I rolled
So Ulrich on the first.
17.
17 is good enough.
And I do 10 bludgeoning damage.
Very nice. Okay, like you've really dented it badly. Like if it's definitely bloodied now. It's hardly standing. The next suit of armor marches forward, as does the one in the southwestern corner. But to get to you, it has to step across the grease. And it passes its save.
Fuck's sake.
I do
What is your spell DC, Voron?
It is, hold on, I have it here. Spell DC is 8 plus my proficiency, so 2 plus my intelligence modifier, which is 13.
So 13 currently, so it got a 16. So the first suit of armor has an attack on you, Ulrich, rolling a
Can you
1.
roll with... Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Its second attack, it gets a 19. So that's a total of 23 to hit.
Yes.
Can you roll with disadvantage?
Oh, yeah. He rolls with disadvantage because I'm next to Silvarix.
Okay. So is that once per turn, or how does that work?
I would imagine it's every time he goes to attack.
I can read the rules. When a creature you see protection, fighting style for paladins. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wearing a shield. So yeah,
so you only get one reaction around. So you can definitely use this reaction. So you try and block that roll. So your shield comes up, and it rolls a 19 again.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Joe with the fucking golden rolls.
So
19 plus what? Jesus.
6 damage
Okay.
with the first one. The second suit of armor launches up.
Fuck's sake!
And he crits. So he does 9 points of damage with his first attack.
Fuck's sake.
And his second attack, he does is 18 a hit.
My armor class is 18.
So that's a hit. So he does another 3 points of damage.
shit
12 total.
snacks.
That would mean you're dead.
I'm sort of down on one knee in vast amounts of pain. I am down to 3 hit points. Jesus wept.
Okay, so we are now down to the top of the round. So Voron.
I am going to. Can I set the grease on fire?
I mean, Moradin wept. Sorry.
It's not part of this spell description, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a flammable grease. I'm pretty sure the spell description, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
if he was to cast a fireball
This is a
into the
slick grease.
fire or something.
It says, does it not say that in the?
It says
in the handbook?
slick grease covers the ground within 10-foot square.
Oh, God damn
Doesn't
it.
say anything about flammability. Okay, well, I'm going
Oh.
to take one of the bottles of spirits out of my bag, or out of my cloak, and throw it at this set of armor here.
Go.
Oh.
So the one that's from attack from the south. Okay, give me a dexterity attack.
Okay.
You're going to do what?
We're going to what? I can't hear you, Owen.
You're going to do.
Dexterity attack. And I got a 21.
Fantastic. So the
So that be a bonus action?
no, it counts as your action. That's your attack.
It's just throwing a bottle at him.
So it's basically, it acts as your action, definitely. So the liquid sprays across the armor. Perfect hit. You've still got your movement left.
I'm going to hold in position there.
Okay, so Ulrich. No, sorry, Silvarax.
I'm going to again slice the same target I did last time. Hopefully ending the foul thing's life.
That's very hopeful.
Hope away.
Okay, so give me a attack roll.
Hang on. Oh, it took a little while to go there. 23, sorry.
23 is definitely a
So
hit.
23 to hit.
And your damage?
We've lost him.
Press
There we go.
respond.
Okay, so your long sword strikes
And
into
7 damage.
it, severing the armored head off its body, and it basically falls apart again, as if whatever was like holding it together is just it's sort of the animate force is completely gone.
And I turn to face the two that are flanking us from the south.
You've got a movement, so if you actually want to move forward, you can.
Yeah, so basically I'm going to like push past my way in front of Ulfric.
Goody.
So that to
Whatever.
actually move Ulrich would take an action, but you can definitely like stand beside him.
All right, I'll stand beside him then on this side where the grease is not at.
Okay, so Ulrich,
Good
it's
shout.
your round.
Sorry, I'm just having a quick check on
I think
my
I've stopped
laying
lagging.
on of hands because I'm hurting.
I was lagging a little bit there. I don't know what that was about.
Laying on hands is an action, I'm
It
pretty
is an
sure.
action shit. Fuck it. I am going to swing at the asshole that just hit me. Because
Which
kill
one? I thought
before, any sort of womanly. That's really
Healing.
sexist. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
only
you
a
miss.
12.
Okay, a 12's not good enough. So like it's you crash into it, but your hammer seems to do no damage.
I'm just
Uh,
going to step back then, just behind Silvarax.
Okay, so that will provoke an
Oh, it will, won't
attack
it?
of opportunity.
Then
You
I'm
need
not
a
going to
disengage
do
action.
that. Then I don't
Okay.
have that, so I'm just going to stand where I am, I guess.
So in the northern room,
I swear to God, Owen.
Saf, you've managed to sneak your way into another room. Red velvet drapes cover the windows. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance, and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag, is blazing brightly. Situated in the corners of the room are 2 overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall, although there's no books in them at all. And there is a rolling wooden ladder which would allow access to the higher shelves if there were books there.
That's it. Okay. The desk is a desk with kind of like drawers and stuff in it, I assume.
So it's facing away from you. So if there were drawers, they'd be on the other side. So someone sitting in the chair behind the desk would be facing you as you come into the room.
I'll search the desk for if there's any papers on top or check the drawers.
You're such a greedy little bastard.
So there's like an oil lamp, which I mean, do you have dark vision?
I do not, as far as I'm aware.
So
You
the
said,
room.
did you not say there was? I thought you said there was a fire roaring or something. I missed that.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So as you approach the desk, you see there's like an oil lamp, which you could light, but there's light from this fire. There's a few bits. There's like a tinder box, a quill pen, jar of ink, a letter kit. There's this wooden seal with it facing down. The desk drawer is empty apart from an iron key. And as you close it, can you just give me a perception check?
I assume I'm taking the iron key.
Yeah.
A perception check. You can indeed get a perception check.
You can give me an investigation if you'd prefer, because you are kind of searching.
Nope. I'm not very intelligent. Perception is fine. I'll take my 0. I'll take my 0 as opposed to my -1. So D20 plus 0. I got 9. I am engrossed in being a scumbag.
So no, you don't know something. Or you do hear like a scream from outside and a big clatter of armor. Okay, so next round we have the armor. So the first armor is going to attack Sulvarix. It rolls a 3 with its first attack, and you easily dodge its blow. And a 1 with its next attack, you are fine. The next suit of armor rolls a 7 to attack Ulrich. And again, its sort of heavy iron hand swings above your head, missing you. And its last attack, wow, also misses.
That was almost sexual.
Dexterity for the second guy too.
Oh, because he's on the grease.
Grease, yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
he's not. The second guy.
Okay, well the first guy, whichever one of them is on.
He
the
did
grease.
roll a dex.
and with his last blow, he
here.
like swings above.
Oh, sorry,
you
yeah.
And falls with a clatter to the ground, slipping on the grease under his feet.
Okay, so your attacks on him are third advantage.
So one of the armor's prone, the other one is still standing there. So we're top of the round, Voron.
He is covered in alcohol, though. Yes.
The one that's nearest you is covered with alcohol, not the one that.
I cast firebolt on him.
Nice. Okay, can you give me your attack roll?
That is D20 plus 3. No, D20 plus 5.
Can I just say for record, I think fireball attacks are good versus fleshy targets, not so much versus just armor.
If he's on fire, it would be persistent damage anyway, so that is at least something. And I get a 23 on hit.
Okay, so the fireball strikes him in the chest. Can you roll for your damage as he becomes a blazing ball of metal, basically?
I think it's 1d10.
Yeah, it is.
So where's my die roller? 1d10. 4 damage.
Okay, can you also give me another d6 damage as the alcohol sets ablaze as well?
Okay, d6.
Yeah.
6.
So is that 10 total?
Yeah, 10 total.
Okay, so that'll be persistent. So each round until it goes out, it will continue doing that d6 damage.
What, the full 6 damage?
Well, no, it will do d6.
Or you'll have to re-roll.
I'll have to re-roll every time.
Right.
So Sulvarix, the suit of armor you are fighting is now on fire.
Fantastic. Can I shield bash it?
I keep wanting to shout, sanity check!
Can I kind of shield bash it away from me?
So so there is a mechanic within D&D where you can shove it if that's what you wish to do.
Yeah.
But it will do no damage, it'll just shove it.
Yeah, so let me just see. So making an attack. There's all sorts of things you can do, but shoving a creature, you make an attack action. You can make a special ability attack to shove a creature to either knock it prone or push it away from you. So basically, you make a strength athletics check against its strength athletics check. Do you want to
if I
push
can
it
knock
back?
it down,
I can knock
it down, that's even better, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yep,
So
let me
can you
do
give
two
me
prone
a
target.
strength check?
Strength athletics.
Yeah.
18.
So it gets a
2.
4. So you basically just charge into it and send it sprawling to the ground in a huge clatter of armor. Still on fire. So they're both on the ground, and we are down to
Me?
Saf again.
Oh, yeah.
So you're standing at the desk. Something's puzzling you. You're sure there's something odd about the desk.
Such
I
I
was planning coming out, killing the last guy, take the glory, but do go on, Joe.
So there's this kind of like windmill motif throughout the house. So you various sort of different pitches, and it's definitely been there. There seems to be across the top of the desk like some sort of carvings, and one of them is that of a windmill. So again, can you give me another perception check?
Yep.
It's almost like so this sort of they're engraved across the desk is this pattern.
18.
Your first good roll, Owen. Well done.
Nice. So in this
He keeps asking me for skills I don't have any skills in.
in the
Stop
center of the
speaking.
windmill is obviously the sort of where the fans attach to the building. You think it might be a button.
Click.
In the northeastern portion of the room, the shelf moves aside, revealing a secret door.
It's the back cave. Ooh, can I take a move action to definitely? Please tell me there's a fire fault. Is there a fireman's fault? Fireman's fault.
You can definitely take your move action to enter this room. I'll give you a quick description, but that'll be the end of your go.
Can I do a bonus action?
Uh,
The car of Saf was here in the desk, and then go down into the secret room.
I'm gonna go with definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm gonna take my dagger out of my boot that I'd hidden all along, and quickly Car of Saf is here and drop my dagger back into the boot.
Okay, so the secret door room contains bookshelves packed with tomes. There's like two big bookshelves, and on the far side of the room is a large chest. Kneeling in front of it is a skeleton, and even from this distance, you can tell that not only is it very richly dressed, but it's that of a dwarf.
Oh no!
And I think that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh no! My history of playing D&D leads me to believe bad things about that chest, that good chest. Oh no!
I just want to say I'm extremely disappointed in you, Owen. You missed an opportunity to go, "Ooh, what does this button do?"
That's because he didn't. That's because most people think Owen just goes, ugh.
No sound
Actually,
effects.
no,
It's just
wrong.
there's a button. Oh, I push it.
No, it's from some show where I don't know what it is, but something goes click. It's someone pretending to take a picture of someone and it's really pissing them off. It's like some annoying
Okay.
character.